Testing.
All right. This is your commissioner here at the Week 11 preview of the Fantasy Football podcast video with my co-host, Nicholas. Do you want to say hi, Nicholas? You got to hold your microphone the right way if you want to talk. Otherwise, people can't hear you. You can talk. All right. Well, we've got first Thanksgiving today. I wanted to get a video out. It's been kind of a hectic week.
And then I'm gonna have a present, a big boat one.
All right, so I'm going to run down these matchups with my co-host Nicholas here and get into some exciting things. I just want to bring you guys, the good people of the Purple Rube Fantasy Football League, a video. I don't know how much of you even care. I don't expect anyone actually to be watching this at 10 a.m. on Sunday morning. I'm essentially doing this what we would consider live to tape. So I'll stream it live so I can capture it, and then we can post. And I'll post the link once it's uploaded from that.
Is that what is it?
It's just trash, Nicholas. Sit down so we can talk about football with our friends.
I have you a friend.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go down the list, the order it's built out for me and my thing. Maybe I'll be able to identify as I'm quickly banging this thing out.
And my thing.
A game of the week.
My dad. Order.
But
my mom is order. Right?
All right. You need to let Daddy talk about football with his friends. So the first one I'm going to cover, obviously, the Yahoo sorts it by your matchup first. So this is a dark, sad game. Number 12, Mark Radloff, Gronky Kong, versus number 9, John. This is a dark, sad matchup. But
Why is it a sad matchup?
because both teams have been struggling. Now, I got my players back off bye. Yahoo thinks Mark Rad's going to beat this out. Let's take a look. Danny Amendola ain't going to get any points. That dude probably won't end up playing. So the prediction...
They want to turn that on.
The prediction looks like pretty rough for me. You know what? I'm rolling out D. Woodhead. If he tears it up like he did tear up the first quarter of the first game in week 1 before he tore up his hamstring, I got a good shot at taking this thing home. Jordan Howard hasn't gotten double-digit points in like 3 weeks, so we'll see. This one could be the most pathetic score of the week, or there's potential for people to blow up here and have a really high-scoring one. Mark is predicted to win. He probably will win, but I think I'm going to have to just root for myself. Also, another matchup coming up here. We've got Paul Cobra Kai versus Ray from Albert Lee, banana hammock waving Speedo wearing dude. All right, so just like the previous matchup, starts off 0-0. This one starts off 0-0 as well. It's predicted to be really closer than Mark and my matchup. Got some interesting options, you know. Kirk Cousins going against the all of a sudden Studley New Orleans defense. That could prove to be impressive.
Yeah.
All right, well then hold your microphone nice. Phillip Rivers, I don't know if he's going to get out of that concussion protocol. Did they already clear him? I haven't been keeping track. I didn't think he'd play. All right. It looks like my co-host is going to go do something more entertaining. Looking at this game, LeSean McCoy's been busting for banana hammocks. New Orleans defense has put up some points recently for Paul. This one really could go either way. Just glancing at the teams, I think I actually like Paul's chances a little bit better. So that could be really good because Paul, one more win, and he jumps up in the mix. Ray at number 5 could actually potentially even slide out of playoff contention. So, like I said, everything's still really close right now. So I think I like Paul. I'm picking Paul. Check. All right. This one's an ugly one. Matt, the Irishman Date, who came in and helped me do a couple videos this week, versus the other Radloff, Mike Radloff. This looks like it's going to go the wrong way in a hurry, being that Matt's already got 80 points. And Mike's got 8 points. Yahoo has given a generous 6% opportunity for Mr. Radloff to win. But being that Matt got 45.717 points from Antonio Brown, could have used that last week against Mrs. Carlson. But Marcus Mariota got 12. The Pittsburgh defense got 22. And Smith Schuster only got 8, one of his lower performances. Yeah, sorry, Mike. Barring like record-setting performances by like half your lineup, yeah, there's just not a snowflake's chance in hell. Well, obviously, Yahoo's giving you a snowflake's chance in hell, but we're not getting that one. So it looks like Matt's got this one locked up. He's also predicted to get the highest score this week, and he's well on his way to doing so. And we've got number 4 Bear Cage versus number 6 Jets. You know, these people are at the edge of playoff contention, both 5-5. It's really about the points scored. Sarah got 66 points from her kicker, which is acceptable for a kicker on Thursday night. She's predicted to lose. I'm just glancing over the scores. The problem is, like, he's got Alex Smith. Alex Smith could get a huge score, or it could completely backfire. The terrible Giants could let them give up so many points that Alex Smith might get benched at halftime and let the backup. This could be their opportunity to get that rookie in there. So some of these could go really bad. Like also Mark Ingram. Like if they're blowing out Washington, which I don't think they will, he could get pulled. Adam Thielen is predicted to get some really tough coverage for Sarah against the Rams. So he's not predicted to do a good game. Alfred Morris could get for Sarah. Could have a good game. But Philadelphia has been really good. And if they get behind a lot, he might get, sacks for a pass catching wide receiver. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to root for the wife. I think she's got it. Plus, I want to believe in Thielen. I got a Thielen. So I'm rooting for my official prediction is Sarah is going to take this one. One Mark Potter, Bob Men versus always next year Josh Martin. We had number 13 and number 11. Josh is just one game out of that 5-5 cluster that everyone seems to be in. So a win here could get vault him from 11th into playoff contention. Basically, Mark is not out of it. He 2 more wins and he's in that same group. So, Yahoo's got this one predicted for Mark slightly. Josh got only 10 points from DeMarco Murray, who got him 29 bench points last week. So he decided to do what Josh always does. Guy goes off on his bench, goes onto his roster. It's a terrible way to manage your team, Josh. Terrible. Never going anywhere if you only take the guys that were good last week and put them into the roster. And I'm sorry for the ghetto nature of this, where I'm just clicking on the thing and just kind of trying to determine. I feel like I would let you guys down if I didn't do a video. I don't know how many of you noticed, but it's important for me to do. So just looking at this lineup, Mark's got a decent lineup. Gordon's been up and down battling like an ankle injury all season. Stephon Diggs also going to draw tough coverage, but I think Cutler is going to get more than the 10 points he's predicted for. It's one of those things where they're not trying to force feed Ajayi, so I think they're kind of spreading it around. Plus, they're going against a really shitty secondary in Tampa Bay. Ooh, but Tom Brady, goddamn that Tom Brady, and Oakland's been garbage. I'm going Bob Men, just because if Josh wins, that puts another player up in that hideous 5-5 and like 5-win mix. It's going to get ugly. So if we can keep him out a little bit longer, get Mark a little closer, just keeps things interesting longer. And plus, I think Keenan Allen's going to get shut down against Minnesota. But Jarvis Landry's caught the most fucking receptions, but he's like 30th in yards for Josh. So it's like 10 points in catches and like fucking another 2 points in yardage. He's garbage. So let's go official prediction. Mark Potter. All right. That, it's that phlegmy cold time of the season. All right. Woo. All right. We got Levi 9-1. That real a-hole. He's essentially locked up his playoff spot versus another 5-5er, Carl. So we've got the first team and number 6 team. Obviously, I'm just going to say right now I'm going for Carl. Pulling for Carl. Anytime Levi gets a loss, it's going to be good. He actually got 19 out of Le'Veon Bell, who was predicted to get almost 22 points. So I guess that's kind of a win for Carl. I think Amir Abdullah is going to go balls out against Chicago. They've just been beat up. I think Crabtree's for Carl's going to get a ton of points. Derek Carr. So he's got the stack there. He's got Brandon Cooks, who got the most looks against strong Denver secondary for New Think so I think he could really do some points. He's also got Kenyon Drake, which is a sneaky good pickup. And Drake's been doing really good, looking like a good runner. I think he's averaging like 4.5 yards a carry. But Levi's got Kareem Hunt, who he's been down, but against a beat-up, giving up Giants team, fuck, Carl. It's going to be tough. But his quarterback's going against a tough Seattle defense. Carl, you can do it. You've got the players, the right thing. DeAndre Hopkins is going to draw stud Patrick Peterson. So I think you can win this one. You can. It's not going to hurt Levi's playoff hopes any, but it just keeps things interesting. So my official prediction, Carl beats Levi. And number 10 versus number 2. Troy Dynasty Palm versus Emily Punky 11 Harbacek. Emily's just outside that 5-5 picture. Troy's, well into second. He also came out with a huge score on Thursday night, 42 points. You got Roethlisberger's garbage ass got essentially 27 points. Delaney Walker got 15 points. So Delaney Walker came back after having a really shit week last week. It's not good. She's got a better chance than Mike Radloff, who's got it 6%. Yahoo's giving her at least a 26% chance. But, Leonard Fournette's been a touch of a knucklehead. He's getting in trouble. But I like the way the team's disciplining him. I think that'll get him back on track. But she's rolling out some tough matchups. McKinnon against a tough Rams defense. Bortles actually has a great matchup, so that might actually be in her benefit. She's getting the third wide receiver in Miami, Von Stills. She's not going to be able to do it, I don't think. She'd have to have a lot of things go the right way. Troy would have to have a lot of things go the wrong way. Although he is rolling out Latavius Murray against the Rams. I don't know. Straight ahead runners have really done good against the Rams, but those are the only ones. He's coming off a big week. I think he's gonna retain that number 2 spot. I think he would either way. I think he's gonna win. All right. So I got to get to first Thanksgiving. I really appreciate nobody watching this. Actually, let me see. I will check the dashboard and see if we have somebody's watching now. I want to say hi to whoever is watching now. Does it tell me who's watching now? Can I say hi? You can talk in the chat box? All right, well, I got to get up to Lakeville. I love you people, the Purple Root Fantasy Football. I want to get there in time for kickoff, so I'm well situated in time to watch the Vikings game. This one's going to be exciting. This is how I dress up. I got my purple sweater. I think it's a herringbone pattern. This is class, all right? When you have to go to a family event, but you still want to go purple pride. All right, so I think it's going to be an interesting week. I will try to do a recap video. And I'm thinking I might do the recap video this week in the fun old way. I've been kind of collecting some memes and some stuff. We'll see how time shakes out. But I've got an extra day off thanks to the holiday. But I might be too busy planning my Black Friday shopping. Who knows? But happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and good luck with your fantasy football teams. Remember, trade deadline Saturday upcoming. So after you get your turkey in, think about those trades because it's all going to wrap up. You guys are good people. Have a good weekend. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm out.